So I'm going to do a mom to mom real talk video. It's been like, I think like 8 months since the last time I did it, and I just didn't really have any topics to talk about. So I decided that I'm going to do a topic of being a stay-at-home mom. Being a stay-at-home mom is what I've always wanted to do since I was a little girl. Like, I just wanted to be able to stay home with my kids and like experience their milestones and just get to teach them the things and the way you want them to be taught. That's the good thing about being a stay-at-home mom. I've got to experience every milestone Dion has had, walking, crawling, sitting up, everything. I got to see firsthand and actually experience it with him as he goes through those things. Another reason we decided that I was going to stay home is because I just have a fear of putting him in daycare and him getting mistreated. I hear so many stories about babies and children being abused and neglected, and I just don't want that to happen to him, especially because he's so young. He can't communicate that with me. He can't say, hey mom, they're not feeding me, they're hitting me. He can't say that. He's only a year old. So I feel like maybe when he gets older I can put him in preschool because he can tell me what's going on a little more. I mean, I know some kids might not tell you even still because they're afraid, but I just have that fear of him being abused in daycare. I feel like nobody can take care of your kid better than the parents or like family or like close friends that you trust with everything. The only person that I would probably leave him with is my mom, and she works, so that's one of the main reasons. I'm gonna try to keep it pros and cons with this video because I know a lot of people, they'll just be one-sided about things. And I mean, being a stay-at-home mom can be frustrating just like any other job. I'm in the house all day by myself, especially because you guys know I always say this, we're in this one room, so it can be frustrating because I'm just staring at these four walls all day. When we get our own place, maybe I will be a little less frustrated, but some days I just have bad days like anything else. Being cooped up with him, me and him, I don't have my license, and there's not a park nearby for us to go and get out of the house, so that can be frustrating. Sometimes I feel like it's harder than just a regular 9-to-5 job. It can be, because you have to balance a lot of things. Your baby, obviously feeding them, taking care of them, and everything that they need. Then you have to clean, do the laundry, cook. It's like you're doing like 50 jobs at one time and not getting paid for it. It can be hard juggling it at times, especially when he was a newborn. It's just really hard getting used to it, especially because I was working before, a retail job, and then I wasn't working that anymore. I had to adjust to being a stay-at-home mom of a newborn, barely getting any sleep and just staying with him by myself all day, and that was hard. And then it doesn't even really get easier because they go through the different stages, like newborn, where they're sleeping all the time, and then all of a sudden they're not sleeping as much, so you can't get everything you need to get done. So it's just hard to adjust to every different stage that they have. Now he's at the stage where he's into everything, running all around. Before, I feel like it's kind of easier when they're newborns. The only thing that's hard is not getting sleep, but other than that, it's pretty easy. You just feed them, change a diaper, and they just go right back to sleep. Now he's just like, he takes like one nap and then he's like just rambunctious and hyper the rest of the day. So I don't have a chance to just sit down and just like breathe for a minute unless he's taking a nap. And pretty much when he's taking a nap, I just get a chance to eat, if I get a chance to eat. Like I said before, since I don't have my license, it's hard to find things for him to do, fun things for him to do. I have to like think of different activities for him to do, or else he'll just get really bored, I guess is the word. I was trying to think of a better word, but he can get really bored, and I had to just find so many different activities and different things for us to do since we can't get out the house as much as I would like. Like, I had to get magnets, different toys for him to do, different things for us to play, so that can be a challenge sometimes too. Another thing that was hard for us to even make the decision for me to stay home with him, but it's obviously, like I said, it's something that I really wanted to do. We just thought it was best. I mean, it would be a lot better if I did go to work because it's really hard on one income to even even like live or survive off of that. Right now we're in this one room. Thankfully his parents let us stay in their home. We're trying to find our own place, and it's really difficult. Because another reason why I'm not working is because I was working retail and I didn't finish and get my degree. I went to a community college and I didn't finish and get a degree, and I don't really like school. I don't think anybody likes school, but I am really the type of person, I don't like school at all. And I wanted to become an elementary school teacher, but the degree was just taking forever. I was working and going to school, so I wasn't in school full time. I was in school part time. So in 2 years, I wasn't even anywhere close to getting my degree. It would have taken me forever in that college, and it was just not something that I wanted to be doing anyway. And then I found out I was pregnant with Dion, and then financial aid and just a whole bunch of things played a factor where I just didn't go back. I'm not really interested in going back to college per se. Maybe I'm thinking about going to like a technical school or a vocational school, but I'm not sure what I want to do. I was thinking, there's like a whole bunch of things that I'm thinking that I might be interested in, so I have to do more research, and that played a factor into why I stay home with Dion. Because if I was to go to work, I would have to work in a retail setting, and everybody knows that they just make minimum wage, so I would only be working and making a minimum of maybe $300 every 2 weeks, and that's not gonna be anything, especially because I would have to pay for daycare for Dion, which I don't want to put him in. But if I had to, I would be maybe even losing money with how expensive daycare is, and I don't really have anybody to watch him. So that's another reason why I stay home with him right now. Another thing about being a stay-at-home mom, which is just plain annoying, is how people downgrade the job and what you have to do. A lot of people, especially men, just think that you're just staying home doing nothing all day, which is not true, because I feel like if they were to do the same things, the people that are judgmental, they would not be able to do it, or they would just complain the whole time. It's not as easy as it seems. Maybe some mothers do just sit on their butts all day and do nothing, but I'm sure a majority of good mothers actually take care of their children, play with them, clean up after them, feed them, do all the things you're supposed to do. It can be really tiring at the end of the day. Yeah, at the same time, you're not getting up and waking up early maybe and getting up and getting dressed and going to work, but it's just as tiring, I feel like, having a child and staying home with them. I can imagine it's even harder if you have more than one kid. I can only imagine if you have 4, 3, 2 kids. I don't know what it's going to be like when I have another baby, a newborn, and Dion's running all around. I can just see how that would be even more tiring than what I'm going through. The Duggars who have 19 kids, I can't imagine that. I think she stays home with them. 19 kids. Imagine 19 kids just running around. That's not easy. I don't know who thinks that's easy. But I feel like if somebody was to walk a mile in your shoes and see what you go through, they would understand maybe and be less judgmental. That really just pisses me off. If we got paid for what we do as stay-at-home moms, we would be probably rich, with as many job descriptions as we have: chef, maid, daycare services, what else? So many things that we do, we would get paid for that. Chauffeur, I don't even know, we would get paid so much money for doing all the different job descriptions that we do. That would be really awesome. I'm definitely not trying to downgrade working mothers in any means. I'm just speaking in my experiences. I don't know what it's like to be a working mother because I don't work. I stay home with Dion. So that's why I'm making this video, just as my point of view of being a stay-at-home mom. But I'm not trying to downgrade it at all. Single moms, I can't even imagine what that's like. I'm so thankful that I have Richard and support from my family. I can't imagine what it's like to be a single mom and maybe not even have anybody there to help you. I know how frustrated I can be, and I can only imagine how that feels. I mean, I feel like women are really strong, and we're going to get through whatever it is we need to get through regardless of the situation. Most of us anyway. but I can only imagine single fathers. Like, I respect anybody that takes care of their children in general, whether you work or you stay at home. I feel like working moms, that must be even more, maybe more tiring than being stay-at-home mom, because you're working all day, your 9 to 5 job, then you're coming home and you're still taking care of your kids until they go to sleep, and then you do that again every single day. Like, I feel like just being a parent in general is hard work, whether you work or you stay at home with them. Respect anyone who takes care of their kids and does whatever it is they need to do as a parent. Personally, I would just feel really guilty leaving Dion anywhere, even if it's with family or friends. I have friends that work and leave their kids with a sitter, and I just know how they describe just like the separation anxiety, and I don't think I could even deal with that. Like, I don't have separation anxiety leaving him. Like, he stays with my mom during the weekend, and I never like felt, oh my god, I want him back, like for like a few days or like 2 days. But I just would feel bad, because you're really missing out on special moments that you're not going to get back. He's never going to be a newborn, or like, you're never going to be able to see him walk for the first time ever again. It's just that one time you get to see it. And I feel like I wouldn't want to miss those moments with him. I feel like this is the bonding time that I get to have with him. And I don't know how it would feel if I like went to work every single day and left him. I mean, I know you have to do what you have to do. If I had to do it, I would. But I mean, the circumstances that I'm in it makes it difficult for us to make the decision for me to go back to work, because it wouldn't even be worth it. But I can only imagine what that feels like to have to go to work and leave him. Ideally, I want to stay home with him until he starts kindergarten. That's what I want to do. But I don't know if that's going to actually happen, because me and Richard, we want to have a baby probably in the next, like, maybe 3 years, another baby. I don't want Dion and his sibling, boy or girl, to be too far apart in age. So I don't know if that's actually going to work out, because if we have another baby and I want to wait till they're both in kindergarten, I'm not going to work for another 8 years, so I don't know if that's going to actually happen. Hopefully. I just always wanted to stay home with my kid until they go to kindergarten. My mom stayed home with me, and maybe that has something to do with it. I just feel like me and my mom and my sister, we had like a lot of bonding when I was younger. Like, we would do fun things and go to the park, and I just have a close relationship with her. Maybe I didn't think about it, but maybe that's has something to do with it. I just want to be close with Dion and get those experiences and moments that I'm never going to be able to have again. Hopefully I get to also experience that with the next baby. And if I can't stay till kindergarten, hopefully just while he's small, or he or she is small, as a newborn, or like maybe up until like 5 months or something. I don't know. I just don't know how it would feel. I feel like if they're in school, it's different than daycare, because they're older, they can communicate, and most public schools, which Dion is going to go into, they do a pretty good job of taking care of your kids, you know, and teaching them, and I would put my trust more in a school than like a private daycare. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Maybe it's weird, but that's just my opinion. I wonder if I left anything out. I think I said everything that I wanted to say about being a stay-at-home mom. Let me know if you guys are a working mom or a stay-at-home mom in the comments. I would like to know how you guys feel about the subject. Just let me know your opinions down below in the description box. But yeah, let me know if there's any other topics that you guys want me to talk about in these mom-to-mom real talk videos, because I kind of been slacking on them, and it's a topic I really want to do. Just sit down and talk to you guys about how I feel about certain subjects and get a conversation going with you guys. So let me know if there's any other topics that you want to talk about. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that I am going to start a new schedule on my videos. I'm going to put up a new video on Monday and on Friday, so keep an eye out for those videos. And I'll probably do vlogs like just randomly whenever I upload them and film them, because I just want to do like 2 sit down videos like this with you guys, and then do extra videos in between. And let me know if there's any other videos that you guys want to see, because I do these videos for you guys and to look back on them. So let me know. And that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. See you guys on Friday. Thanks for watching.